Hello everybody, welcome back. Let's have a look at Bitcoin. But most importantly, I want to show you something about the overall market. The market is the most bullish thing that I'm looking at here, rather than Bitcoin. So last night I made a video about how we shouldn't overlook alts as they go down in value and Bitcoin goes up in value. That the idea is to counter trade the people that are touting Bitcoin to 1 million, which maybe one day it will be 1 million. But the idea is we make the most of a rotation. But what I was going to show you now is two extremely bullish long-term signals that are basically, they've already been put in on the total market cap and, of course, the total market cap excluding Bitcoin. Absolutely epic signals, two of them, and this is why I'm very bullish on the market. So this doesn't give a perspective of how long it's going to take to play out. Some people believe in lengthening cycles, some people think of the 4-year cycle. It doesn't really matter which one you prefer, or if basically you're open to both of them. The idea is we've got signals on charts, and they're very, very tasty signals. So let's have a look at these, and they're both on total market cap, including and excluding Bitcoin. But first, I'm just going to show you something real quick. So this video is sponsored by Pionex, one of the exchanges I use all the time. It's one of the main crypto brokers to Binance, so the volume is very high. The main thing that sets them apart though is that you can use free trading bots, a variety all designed to benefit from different market behaviors, whether that's up, down or sideways. You'll get 20% off all your trading fees for life with my link in the description. And if you join the Telegram, a lot of us already use it, so if you've got questions we can try and help you out. Well, that was impressive, wasn't it? So yeah, I've got a sponsorship thing going on now, so it's the first time I've ever accepted one of these, but as you all know, I already use Pionex, so I didn't really see a problem with accepting a sponsorship deal. So yep, shoot me, I know, but I turn down all sponsorships all the time. I turn them all down, and finally I accepted one basically because I use them anyway. So I feel like that's the most ethical way to accept a sponsorship deal, something that you already use anyway. Anyway, let's carry on with what it is that I was talking about. So first of all, this is a little bit choppy, but it is basically a cup in handle. All right, that was a dumpy vibe. There's your cup, here's your handle, and now what we'd be expecting from this is the breakout. This is including Bitcoin. This one, so we'll be looking to see this increase in value by X amount, whether that's 1 trillion, 2 trillion, however many trillion, and basically this is including Bitcoin. We've also got, other than the cup in handle, which is, like I say, I mean, it's pretty standard textbook cup in handle. So there's your resistance, to which we're already breaking out of, and this looks like it wants to then go straight up, right, over the period of, well, this is a weekly chart, so we're talking weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks of upside of market cap. So that's a lot of money that's going to come in here. Remember when I used to talk about how I've been trading cryptocurrency for a very long time, and for the vast amount of time I've been trading it was trading under $500 million. I mean $500 billion, that would be. So even the parabolic top 2018, that was what, 751 billion, and that was a big deal back then. The majority of this bull market has been trading under $500 billion. It's only recently as it got all this money, and I suppose a lot of you have been in this market since maybe January or so on, and you're used to this kind of thing. But for me, it was very much a trading game. Now, again, it's going to go into the phase where blind monkeys and pet hamsters can make the money as well. It's going to be that easy, generally speaking. Well, so that is your total market cap including Bitcoin. And just to have a quick look, we have exactly the same read excluding Bitcoin. So this means that I would expect that altcoins have just as much of a good a time as Bitcoin, because it has the same setup. Now, with or without the cup in handle, one of my preferred signals has already been put in, which is this conversion baseline, Ichimoku cloud, long-term continuation. So we've got the conversion baseline above the cloud, price action above the cloud, cheeky span above price action. This is a long-term continuation signal from this candle body open, which would have been here, which also went down quite a fair bit the week after. These sort of things don't bother me. What we're looking for is this to continue, so long as we don't have the blue cross the red or the cheeky span touch price action. It's not a cancelled signal. We're also diverging extremely well, with all moving averages basically pointing to the sky in exactly the right place. The same deal going on here with total market cap including Bitcoin. So two absolutely epic signals here that we've got. One formation, one an actual signal, both long-term continuation. Expect expect a lot out of cryptocurrency based on those two things alone. Now, obviously, I don't have a crystal ball. It's a matter of trading. In trading, all it is narrowing down the odds. You've got to work out, are the odds in my favour? Is it worth going in on this? What are the risks? There's always going to be risks. So obviously, this isn't financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor, and I've had this channel and been doing this channel for since I suppose 2019. I suppose is when the market really started picking up and I was making daily videos. And we were always touting for the end of this year to be the biggest and most explosive component of the bull market. There was a slight change in that because of the March crash and the money printing and stocks rallying and dollar devaluing. So that definitely played a role in this first initial uptrend here. But I still think there's quite a lot of uptrend to take place, and doesn't mean it's going to happen in the next half an hour. We are looking at a weekly chart here, but absolutely epic bullish outlook, but don't get too greedy. That's all I have to say, because if we do expect this bubble to pop, which it will do at some point, it will pop very quickly. And just looking at this chart alone, we can see that within a 2-week period it lost over 50% of its market cap. That will happen again at some point. It will happen again. Doesn't matter about your institutions or your Elon Musks or anything. It doesn't matter about any of that sort of stuff. It will happen again. It will. And so you've always got to be aware of that and be ready for it. And I know it's very hard. Sometimes it's extremely hard, especially for people who are just getting into the market. Very hard to press the sell button and take profit. The idea basically isn't to take profit all in one go. It's to incrementally take profit as you make the money. That's the best way to do it. Sell on the way up, rather than try to guess a top or where the top would be, even though there are certain things that we could look at to suggest where a top could be, not specifically an area, but where we look at how overheated things would be. If there's any signals of slowing momentum or basically bubble pop territory, we can look at a few things to help us gauge how dangerous it is to stay in a position. But for the moment, it definitely looks pretty awesome across the board. In or out of Bitcoin, whether you're altcoin mad or Bitcoin mad, or preferably spread amongst everything, with a nice diversified portfolio. Everything looks absolutely epic, and it always was written to be that way. I say that, but the 4-year cycle, which is my preference, that's the one I personally believe in, and until proven otherwise, that's the model that I'll stick to. It's working just fine and as expected. So hold on to your horses, be prepared to see some epic gains, but do not try and get too complacent and greedy. Greed will come back to bite you, no doubt. But let's monitor these charts and have what I expect to be a good fourth quarter. Anyway, I'll leave it with you there, but thank you for watching. Hope you have a nice day and take it easy.